can see my chest, all my weight's coming toward my toes, but I want to move backward so the thighs go back, and then I bend, and I bend, and I bend, and then stand up, okay? Now, one more time, and we're going to add the arms right away. Just one shot here, okay? So legs together. On an inhalation, swing your arms upward. Now, bend your knees a little bit. And then as you bend your knees, move your thighs back. Bend a little more, back. Go back with your buttock, go back with your thighs, stretch your arms up, and stand up to Tadasana. Good, good. So you should start to feel like there's a heating up of your leg muscles. All right. Now, one more time, our forward and backward direction. Bend your legs, go forward with your right leg, go backward with your left leg, and straighten both legs. Now, on an inhalation, lift the chest off the abdomen and bend forward with your whole trunk and move your thighs backward. Move your legs backward. That's it. Touch the floor or your shin. Bring your hands back to your hips and come up. Change the sides. Walking forward, backward, moving our legs is fine. Don't try to stay stiff and, like you only have a box. You have plenty of room in your places. So bend your legs, step forward, step backward, stand in the middle. And do stand in the middle, facing forward. Now, when you're going to bend forward. So your whole trunk is coming forward. Your thighs are pushing backward. Grip your knees, move your legs back. Look forward. And now with your hands on your hips, can you pull the chest forward away from the abdomen and then stretch the arms down? Hands may be on the ankle or shin, or you could get them down to the floor. Bring your hands back to your hips, push down through your feet, and inhale to come up. Very good. Now stand with your feet apart, face forward, so your toes are forward. We're seeing each other. You're seeing me. Your toes are forward, your knees are forward, your shoulders are forward. Bring your hands to your hips. Okay? On an inhalation, inhale, lift the chest upward. Exhale, bend forward. So as I bend forward now, my hands are on the hips so I can lift the elbows up and I'm looking forward. Look forward, seeing you go forward. Push down through your feet, grip your knees, lifting them up, and come back up. Now I'm going to show you from the side so you have ways that you can work with this. So when you go forward, you want to be sure that you're not going forward from the back going down, but that you're going forward because the thighs are going back. Okay, so that's really important in forward extensions. I'm not touching the floor. My aim isn't to touch the floor. My aim is to bend, even if I need to bend my knees a little bit, like we just did in that last Utkatasana. So we bent here and we did this, right? In this Uttanasana, you may need to bend the knees a little bit to take the thighs backward, but you're going forward with your chest. Then see, do the legs straighten. Or you go forward, you get this far, and you're like, I need to bend my legs a little bit in order to find that bend at the hip. Okay, so let's do this Uttanasana together. And notice I have my hands on the shins. It's a fine place to start. Hands on your hips. So here's the hip. A little bit higher is the pelvis. Find a place that's comfortable. And inhale, and whatever you do, try to make the space greater. If your hands are here, make that distance longer between your hand and your armpit. And then exhale and go forward with your chest. From the bottom of the chest, go forward. And from your legs, go backward. Go backward. Now reach your hands down. And if they can only touch your shins, that's where they are today. That's a good spot. If they're on the floor, touch the floor. Bend the legs a little bit. And as you bend your legs, widen your knees out, widen your thighs out, and then see if you can extend the legs again. And then bend the knees, widen the knees, and then widen as if you were widening your thighs apart. Press down through your feet and pull the knees up to straighten your legs. Bring your hands to your hips and inhale to come up. Very good. Okay, now the way we just did that Uttanasana is quite active. And I want you to just try something today. So you can have your legs wide apart, swing your arm upward, and with the right hand, hold the left elbow. With the left hand, hold the right elbow. And now holding the elbows, pull your elbows upward. Lift and stretch your abdomen. Lengthen the whole body. And as you exhale, go forward, pull forward. So if you're pregnant, you're not going forward in this way. You can come halfway and you're going this way. After you pull up and go, you are pulling half your arm forward. With the grip of your elbows, you pull the arms forward until you get all the way down. Now that's a different sense. So keep going until your elbows are now closer to the floor. But there's a forward direction, forward, forward, pulling forward, and then finally you just have to let go. And the head goes down, and the chest releases toward the earth, and the waistline releases, and this can relax your brain. Okay, and then inhale, pull yourself forward to come all the way up. And release your arms. Okay, now we're ready to sit back down. So go ahead and sit on the floor, and you sit, take your legs apart. So you widen your right leg to the right, widen your left leg to the left. Now we're not sitting on anything. So you can come off of any seat you're on, because the beginning seat was so that we could learn this direction, right? Now you're going to do more of that with a little more effort. So you're going to take your hands, release any catch at the back of your leg, and now bring your hands to the floor. So you open up your palms, push down your hands down to the floor, and pull your toes backward. And then don't do it. So when you don't do it, the feet are floppy, the legs are relaxed. And then when you do it, you press the hands down, palms down, and pull the toes toward you. Grip the knees and thighs. Now, down with your hands and lift up from the bottom of your chest. Good. And then you can release. And we're going to do this now with one leg bent. So your legs are going to stay this wide today, but you're going to bend your right leg, just like we were doing in the standing poses, where the foot turns, the knee bends, the hip bends, and you can move that foot in. But look, everything is loose. So I'm not asking you to put the foot against the leg. I'm just saying bend the knee, bend the foot, and there might be some distance. There's a gap here between the pelvis and the foot. That's fine, okay? With your hands behind, press down, and as you press down with your hands, pull the straight leg toes back. Just pull them back and see if you can relax. And I'm going to have you use your other hand. So one hand has to learn to push down, and the other hand is going to actually push down on the thigh, not the knee, but the thigh. And you're going to feel a little bit more of a release in that hip. Okay, and then release. And when I released, my knee came up. That happens. And then you extend your leg. So watch, when I bend the leg, look at how this is like a pretty obtuse angle. I'm not saying pull everything in. Saying bend the legs so that the foot relaxes, the knee turns, the hip starts to turn. Then with both hands down, you see that you pull the toes back and still this knee is in the air. So you can have one hand down and the other hand on the thigh. And give it a few pumps where you just exhale and you release down so that the foot, the knee, and the hip are getting that turning. Good. And release and straighten the leg. Now, bring the legs a little closer together. They could be all the way together or part way, and bend the right leg again. And please be aware, I'm not asking you to make this tight or to push the foot against the leg. Just saying bend in these places where the knee is going to bend, the ankle's releasing, the hip is releasing. Now with both hands at your side, press down with the hands and see if you can widen that right knee, widen that right thigh to the right so that the leg begins to go down. The top of the thigh begins to go down. Now pull those other toes back. Pull those left toes back. Good. Now can you stretch your arms up and do all of that? Good. And then hands down and join the legs. Bend the leg. Press down through both hands. Pull the right toes back. And now extend the arms up. Reach your arms up. Go a little longer. Extend yourself. That's it. Hands down and join the legs. Good. Bend both legs. Straighten both legs. Exactly what I'm showing is what I want you to do is don't get fussy about the beginning and end so much right now. Just say, I'm letting the legs turn, the feet turn, the knees turn, and then I'm bending them in and going out, and going in and going out, going in, going out. Might feel stiff today.